Welcome to the world of gaming. Voor een vast uurtarief kun je gamen op ruim 70 high-end gaming PC's. Meer dan 17 PlayStation 5's, Nintendo Switches en Xbox consoles. Nu geopend op de Koerhuisweg in Scheveningen.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Celtic Wizard Star Season Series 4. And we're off to the second qualifiers and I'm joined by another caster today. Yes, you might be surprised, but we have another fella coming in to help us today. And his name is going to be the one and only. You might have heard from him before. He has done a few works, but his name is going to be Jesse. He did some casting work before with CSGO. Jesse, do you want to introduce yourself before you hop into the match of today?
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. As Arde just said, my name is Jesse, or Dutch Boy, whatever you want to call me. That's my little bit of a casting name I have right there. First time actually getting myself here into the critical ops scene myself. So I'm really excited to be here, and we're already going to be starting off, or I'm already going to be starting off with you, of course, with a world champion, basically, right? Rain winning the last world championship and also getting themselves first place inside of the Pro League of the Eurasia. So it's going to be a team I'm definitely looking forward to watching. And I think it's going to be an insane match.
Yeah, today, I mean, the lineup's looking crazy. Do you want to talk about the maps, by the way? Because we have a couple map bans coming in from both sides. You might have some information on that for us to share.
Yeah, it's going to be, we're starting off with Port. Very nice map, of course. Then we're going to Canals, and as a decider, we'll actually have THOR coming in. I think no one really expect that map to be played. It's been avoided quite a few times by some teams, and you can definitely say something about that as well, Arde. I'm 100% sure about that. But I'm really excited if we eventually get to THOR, because it's a map so little played. Rain is not going to be too ready for it necessarily, maybe. And an eXtinct having the one or the saying in the final ban, they went for THOR. They had a chance to go for a different map, but they went for THOR instead, which is something I'm very surprised about.
100%. And another thing I'm surprised about today is the lineup for Rain. Where at least there's a couple of new names, or at least Zayon. I'm not really quite familiar with this name. We actually should go over to the lineup. We are going to miss your beautiful face, though. So unfortunately for that, Jesse, we will have to discuss that for another issue on another hand. But we're looking today at eXtinct and Rain. And look at these lineups. We got STRIX, Wives, Faultless, Nexera. No MyLine this time, but Zayon on this map. I don't know if they've chosen them for this map, or MyLine might be unavailable. We'll see that very soon on whether he'll pop through on other maps. And on Team eXtinct side, we have Hazuna, Fede, SNDEI. That's a very difficult name to speak, but I'm assuming it's like Sendi. McBetter, I've heard from him before. He seems like a pretty decent player from my memories from a while back. And E-Boy also hopping it through for Team eXtinct. Now, I think I'll let them know that we will start, so I'll just let them know that we're ready, and we'll hop into a knife round shortly. Now, Jesse, are you excited? Because how many community tournaments have you actually done before you've reached Celtic Wizard? Would you like to tell us?
In terms of COPS?
Yeah, no, not CSGO. There's 0. So this is your first time.
Yeah. It's my first time getting myself into the COPS scene, so it's gonna be my little entry, my little first time. I'm looking forward to it, to see this best of 3 starting to unfold.
100%. All right, looks like we'll be hopping over to the knife right now, so I'll be moving over to screen to the actual game. And let's take a look here. We have both Rain and Team eXtinct. Now, of course, the names on top are not exactly making sense. That's because we still have yet to see which side they will actually take. And this round is happening on mid. This is the direction where they usually go towards B side. It's a very open area that's also connected to the entire lane that can connect to A side for Jesse. It looks like, wait, he just got the first frag or the first kill. Okay, they were all just standing there. They just gave Team eXtinct a free one. A bit confusing. I guess they got disconnected. I don't know. But looks like they will choose the coalition side. Another important thing, Jesse. This is probably new to you. We don't use counter-terrorists and terrorists. We use coalition and breach. Now you might be confused. Yeah. You might say T and CT. The people who are watching will understand. But that might be a little bit confusing at first. I will just to let you know before we start.
Yeah, that's good to know. No, I mean, I'm familiar. I've played COPS before, and I've also played Port. I mean, I kind of stopped when Port got added, so that's a long time ago, guys. So really, don't judge me on that. But No, I have played the pre-season, the few seasons after. So let's see what's going to be the case here on Raffling. It seems like Rain immediately going straight towards that B. So it's a fast play, this is.
Yeah, it's a very fast play, and we can see a lot of players going down. McBetter getting the first frag, but here comes Nixera with the double. Hizuna getting a refrag on Zayon, or actually, no, a first frag on Zayon, and it's a back and forth fight. We can see more players from the Coalition side going to rejoice at that B side. One player rotating from Coalition spawn. Fede and E-Boy getting 2 more frags, and just like that, 1 player remaining from Rain. Nixera is going to get shot down. He's going to get 3 frags for Rain, but the rest of Rain is unable to lock down that many players. So, I don't know if you saw it, Jesse, but it looks like they're already off to a pretty rough start. Team Extinct coming through with a lot of frags. Nixera, 4 frags actually. I missed one, but the rest of Rain wasn't really there.
It's quite tough, because in a round like that, you're pushing with 5, so you're kind of expecting to be able to do at least a few pieces with, like, the multiple players. Otherwise, you wouldn't necessarily go to one spot for every single person. So I'm pretty excited to see what this Extinct side can bring, because they're actually able to take away a team like Rain in this early situation. And immediately, this round is starting off quite nice as well. But in the instant triple, the flank coming in as well, and that's going to clean up everything. E-Boy finding himself a piece of the pie, and just like that, Extinct onto the second round.
Looking pretty solid, like you said. Of course, this has been an eco round, but usually we see Rain doing phenomenally well, making it pretty nice for themselves, or giving them a good economic advantage. But with just 1 frag, I don't know how far they will go in this third round.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to decide.
Extinct, that's a bit of an odd flash. It looks like it wasn't really supposed to go in that complete corner. But let's see what Hizuna has to do. He's going to go for that peek. He's going to be unable to find anyone yet. Looks like Rain is playing a pretty safe. Faultless, he's going to buy the sniper. Look, he's on 0. If this guy loses his weapon, we might see another eco. Don't you think this is a bit risky?
Yeah, this is... it is risky, but at the same time, you actually have to pick yourself up the pieces after that. I mean, Rain, they're 2-0 down. Having to be careful whether or not you're going to be able to use it. Of course, it's going to be Snyder actually picking up the first frag. That's Team Extinct. Starting things off on a pretty good note. They have been able to find that entry, and just like that, that might actually mean, once again, like you said, that Rain is put back on a little bit of an eco. Fede pushes through the smoke, trying to find himself yet another, does some damage, but now falls away. You've gotten the advantage, you've gotten full mid control, and it's actually Team Extinct forcing this Rain side to not have any chance to set footing on his map.
And Wives comes in with the double. Being the last player standing still, being able to get that double is good, but this is the third round, and that sniper being lost from Faultless is not a good sign for Rain. We can see Hizuna trying to find that last player. He's low on ammo, by the way. 5 on 5. Basically barely enough. Wives gets another one, but E-Boy is going to shut him down. That flash completely ruined his sight for that little moment. 3-0, and Rain not off to a great start.
Oh, and as you said, an eco will have to be played, meaning that we're in a very tough spot if you're Rain right now. 3-0 down, you're gonna be able to buy up some pistols, but that's basically it. You have to make something work here on the breach side. Now a fast play, usually something teams opt to go for when they're on a low buy, but so far the shutdowns have been quite great. They're at least trying to avoid the mid control Team Extinct have been playing, but it's still gonna be E-Boy holding down, locking down for 2. Nakara able to find himself a trade, but McBetter swings out for yet another, picks up the triple, and it's Extinct. Just giving him no chance.
Absolutely no chance. I mean, they were pushing, but they were completely locked down in that area. Rain was unable to even get to Coalition spawn, let alone cross or get towards the forklift, move potentially to A. I mean, nothing was really working for them. The smokes weren't helping either. The utility usage on Team Extinct has been very phenomenal so far.
Yeah, it's been looking great, and I feel like Extinct, with all the control they've gotten early in the round, now Rain is going to try to find a recipe around that. And you can already see that Extinct, even though it has worked to go for mid, now they're like, okay, we're going to play passive. We're going to still force the issue on Rain, make them make the play. But at the same time, we're just going to sit back and relax. We've always laid that pressure, and Rain is going to use a lot of utility to get that mid control. But then we're just going to stay back and let them waste it all.
Sunday. So I just got some information. Apparently SND, it's actually Sunday, but he changed his name slightly, so that might...
Okay.
help with the confusion. Faultless coming with the first frag on Azuna. That's a very subtle little sniper. That's the first sniper frag we've seen from Faultless. Now, whether he will continue doing that is another question. He's on 11 HP. Now, I don't know if it's a smart idea because the ratio in this game has gotten very expensive. And that's why a lot of people tend to not buy the sniper. Zeon getting another frag. It looks like they'll be planting the bomb. And this is going to be a solid plan. Finally, Rain coming through.
Yeah, and you can see that eXtinct 2 players are already going for the save. Probably just gonna save their weapons into the next. I still saw one of the players from eXtinct leaning them out. They're actually gonna go for it towards the boxes. It's Feta trying to do some wall bangs here and there. Isn't gonna be able to find too much damage. They're gonna run their way through. It's E-Boy leading the charge. The frag potential to come in, but Faultless holding the line there with the Horatio, missing the shot. He tried to pre-fire, doesn't connect the second one either. Now it's all of a sudden a 2 versus 1. McBetter could still do it, but the time is running low, and so are his chances. Another round there, Ardy. Finally, that has been won by Rain.
And that was pretty close. I mean, he only had to deagle there. Were there a couple people that were on at least I wasn't really paying attention, obviously, on the whether they were on eco or not. I mean, Rain had a lot of good opportunities to shut this round down a lot earlier, but eXtinct was going ham there. Still being more dominant in that round, regardless of the advantage Rain had early on, which is not a good sign.
No, it isn't. They're having to be prepared a lot for this port. You can see smoke on middle. Sion still trying to take it back as there's all the players from eXtinct slowly there, but if they're not winning the fights, it's gonna be tough. Utah throwing the nades, Ardy, are doing so much damage.
Yes, they are. I mean, Frix next era coming in with a follow-up. Sunday and Hazuna both getting shut down. That's a quick refract. Frix not letting that slide. Well, Ebo shuts down Xera through the smoke. And we can see Fede coming from the side as well, shutting down Zeon. And there comes Wives. He's able to respond and get the double. So it's worth it in the end for Rain. But that's going to lead them to a 2 versus 1. E-Boy, will he be able to get this retake? We've seen Team eXtinct being pretty good so far in these overall 1v1s. And Rain... Oh, actually, it's the B side. I got completely confused myself. Wow. I completely bamboozled myself, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, Rain will be taking this round 4-2. Faultless getting the last pick on E-Boy. Wow. It's so fun to see a player get confused and then myself getting confused. Even though we are working here with full surround headsets and everything, we still confuse ourselves somehow. Anyways.
Yeah. The fun thing there was like E-Boy, he's also running on the side. Like we were as confused as him as what was happening, and he was realizing it like way too late. But it doesn't matter, of course. You're 4-2 up versus Rain. Come on.
At the same time, I feel like it's a bit weird because the B side is a bit more to the left, so the audio it feels like it's coming to your left as you're looking to the right when he was like at forklift. So it felt like it was coming from A, but it was B instead. It happens sometimes.
It does, but...
Looks like they're an eco.
Same time. Yeah, there's an eco and a stack towards A. It's great to see that the collision side also tries to do a little bit the same as that the breach side usually does when they're on an eco. They're actually able to find themselves an early trade into this round. Azuna writing that one up, but that is going to give a path into the B side right opened up as Rain realizes there's a stack on A.
Next hero is getting a bit greedy. I hope he doesn't get popped out of nowhere from heaven. It looks like he wants to find him. He even thinks he might be in the smoke, which, I mean, we don't have any info. Okay, there he is, E-Boy. Oh, he was in the smoke. All right, even surprising us yet again. E-Boy and Fede trying to shut down next hero, but he is hungry and he's going to shut them both down. Now, Rain with that bomb plant, it's looking pretty solid for them. Hazuna picked up this weapon. He needs to save this. Look at how low he is. When that bomb explodes, by the way, won't it catch him? This is going to be a tough one. He's on 2.
Yeah, and at the same time, like when eXtinct is around, McBetter, never mind.
That's a really good frag.
He's gonna save.
Yeah, he better save. I don't know. I've actually never seen someone, at least mostly they get hit a little bit, but with 2 HP. Okay, no, it's good. It's far away. It's far away. Sometimes this game. That wall bang. Oh wow, it is. It's a bit. It's a bit rough. Like I was really tensed up like for the moment where he would like barely get shut down before the round ends. But yeah, 4-3 looking pretty solid. What do you think so far, by the way? Because you know Rain is like one of the world champions from the previous tier 1 tournament. But right now you can see a lot of teams are starting to catch up. Except
it's Team eXtinct actually looking quite good so far. But now Rain's starting to get a hang of it a little bit. They've been able to adapt to what eXtinct is doing, and that's working out quite nicely. Still want to talk about something into what happened in the last round, but we're already in a retake situation. Let's talk about that first. A little bit of a play. E-Boy and Asuma both getting shut down. Rain finally seeming to be warmed up a little bit. It's Sunday left in a 1 versus 4. An Arcane in hand, and He's gonna be walking away, the walk of shame, as he hands over the round. But in that last round, let's take a look at that for just a second, of course, when I speak about it. Because what happened there, Team eXtinct played it well. They went to one side with every single player, but they pushed the mid. And we were all thinking, is he still in the smoke? Is he still there? Why didn't he go for the trade straight off? He waited like 5 seconds and then died himself. That's giving Rain easy opportunities to take you down. That's not something you can afford to have. You need, whenever you're peeking together, whenever you're playing together, do it together as well. Come on.
Yeah, it sometimes really is frustrating, but I feel like most, especially on port, it is, or just eco rounds in general in skin critical ops, are always so aggressive. Like, you don't see them always splitting around because those assault rifles burst them down, and they don't really have great positions on certain maps that they can use. And especially on port where there's a lot of open area, pushing sometimes works better. But it is frustrating to sometimes watch at the same time. I do agree with you partially. Now, Rain will be taking care of this eco with just one player going down. Zeon getting shut down, but Rain getting a clean sweep. And now they're ahead. That's kind of the magic sometimes with Rain. Even before they, of course, won. They have won previous Tier 1 tournaments as well. They've gotten very close numerous of times, but they tend... Their adaptation in these games is phenomenal. It's a whole other level, I'm telling you, Jesse. Sometimes you think Rain is about to lose, but suddenly they get 5 more rounds out of nowhere by just adapting properly to the enemy. And they are so good at this. You just have to watch and see how it unfolds.
And maybe one man to think about that is Faultless, of course. The IGL here for Rain coming in. He's always having a plan in mind as soon as something goes right, or as soon as something goes wrong. 3 versus 3 taken, as we're still into this round. 1 minute left on the clock, and the bomb is hinting towards the B side. Now they've taken control. Rain, you have to take positions. You might want to stick together as well, but McBetter is coming in from behind. And the side from eXtinct is also playing on the one-on-ones, but it's still going to help as Fedder will win the fight. Trying to spray the bomb a little bit, or the boxes. And
this is pretty tough. I mean, Frix, look, he has someone coming from behind on B long and one from the boxes. This is not looking good for Frix, and he'll only notice when McBetter is going to peek him. And he'll peek him right here. Shut him down. Great response from Frix, but it's not going to be enough. McBetter is going to get that defuse, and it's going to be a full 5-5. Team eXtinct making it clear they're still present in this game.
Yeah, it's great. Great holds coming in. Faultless dying early there on long, not initiating that little bit of a lurk he was opting to go for. Would actually caught the side from eXtinct to have an easy hold, trades back and forth, and then in a 2 versus 2 retake, it's not that easy for Rain to necessarily outfrag their opponents. They might have something to do in the early round, but when they are in those 2v2 situations, it's not that easy to accomplish. This time Faultless once again running fast in the middle. He will get flashed out, so has to be careful. Actually try and stay back, and entry will go the way of Rain. So that's a quite good start, but a double trade back from Fedder.
And that bomb is down all the way towards A long. Not looking great. Not a great start for Rain at the same time. You know, they have balanced out the amount of players that are alive, but that bomb is all the way toward the other side of the map. And this is not something you want to work with, especially when you're not trying to go towards B. And now E-Boy shutting down Frix. This is horrible for Rain. E-Boy knowing exactly where the bomb is. They've completely locked down this area. And Team eXtinct, they're looking pretty good. This position for them... interesting smoke. Oh, actually, no, that works, but they might come from their left side. You can see the left is a little bit open, but maybe it's not on purpose. I'm not exactly sure. Fede, he's using it to his advantage. He's going to jump up and down, trying to see if someone's going to push. Interesting smoke. You don't see that too often, especially on port, where people try to lock down these areas, especially when they're trying to protect the bomb in open areas like the street area here.
Yeah, McBetter is still the one watching, lurking towards the A side. That bomb is still dropped, giving Rain a harder time to win themselves this round. They have to first regain it, and then it's still being watched, of course, for the players from eXtinct.
Nexera,
he
did a great job there. I don't know if you watched it, but the way he peeked, waited for him to shoot, and then used his teammate as the aggressor, be able to pick up the bomb. And now with 20 seconds on the clock, the A side is looking pretty good, but where are all the players, or most of the players from Team eXtinct? The A side. Oh, never mind. Faultless going to take down E-Boy. Will they go for B? I mean, this is going to be a tough call. 10 seconds. McBetter, he's all the way towards the A side. Actually, they shut down the only player on the B side. Never mind. This could be made in time with just 4 seconds on the clock. This is pretty damn close, but it works. And Team eXtinct, they have to go for that rotation. We can see Fede coming from B long and McBetter coming from mid.
Yep, they're going to try to make it work. B side will be challenged. McBetter is slowly trying to squeeze in from that defender hall, of course, but slowly but surely, they're starting to get sandwiched. Having to be careful, McBetter clearing all the angles. Faultless still watching from middle. A 1-for-1 trade. They both know where each other are. And now Just gonna be waiting for the peak to come in. Fede will swing, but Faultless holds on. Rain will put themselves back in the lead.
For a second, I thought eBoy was going to take the route from mid, but he chose Coalition Spawn instead, which is interesting. It sometimes works, but mostly they lock down the boxes, which makes it a bit more vulnerable. But it kind of depends to Rain's positions. I was a bit confused there. You saw him coming from Spawn, not from mid, right? But anyways, it's fine. Rain, they got through, and it looks like they might tie the score. We'll have to see how this goes. Team Extinct, they still got some momentum working for them. But we'll have to see how they perform here, especially on this A side. Look at them getting flashed already, not even getting a clear, visible look on the side. But Sunday's able to respond, shutting down Nixera. Faultless coming, shutting down Fede. Can we get to the... Oh, never mind, McBetter. Able to shut down Faultless and eBoy coming with the second frag. And Team Extinct, like I sort of predicted, they had a bit of momentum going for them. And this is what we can see. It's happening, it's unfolding, and Rain is unable to get that A side. The flashes, the utility usage was pretty good, but that's all it's going to be. Planting the bomb with just 2 players. Let's see how they'll do.
It's at least a good retake opportunity, but eBoy, he's the one getting shut down. But after that kill from McBetter, they can all come from different angles, various angles to try and peek him out. He has to look for some one-on-ones. He's not able to do so. At least McBetter will give him a one-on-one for now. But that's all he does. That's all she wrote, and that will be 6-6 half Extinct. I think they can still be quite happy about what they have shown, but it really has been a turnaround for Rain, and now on the defender side, or on the coalition side, they should have themselves a little bit of an easier time, I would have to say. I don't know how you feel about that, to be honest, Artie.
Well, I mean, Rain in general, as a team, you know, what we usually see, like, people tend to say, oh, the coalition side is a lot easier, you only have to hold that angle, but I feel like the way you gotta be patient enough to respond also comes to mind, and especially with Rain, sometimes, what I've seen on raids, like other maps, they tend to be really, really cautious with the way they play, especially on the coalition side. They know how to play it cautiously. I mean, Nixera is one of the aggressive types, but overall, the team in general knows how to play cautious and play for time and play for the round instead of for the kill, which is what we usually see with Rain and why they seem to be more successful than the enemy. In this case, Team Extinct winning out these 1v1s, but Nixera, again, the aggressive one, Faultless, cleaning it off, shutting down eBoy, and getting the first pistol round on the board. Team Extinct, great plan, but still unable to hold it and lock it down, and that eco will most likely also go to Rain.
Yeah, the next round. Of course, we all know Team Extinct isn't going to get themselves too much money going. Which will be the reason why Rain has better papers and to work with this. Better chances to accomplish and comply and win it. Get themselves in a comfortable spot, and they finally start to get that lead. Extinct always making Rain fight from the back foot is definitely something we hadn't expected going into this one. They're going fast. Seems like the pistol round for Rain all over again, but this time the hold comes in. A beautiful 4K in total and a complete shutdown.
Nixera came through with that AUG. That was really impressive. I mean, some people say, oh, it's just eco frags, but at the same time, those pistols, do not underestimate the power of some of these pistols, especially when people actually shut you down with those deagles. I mean, in this case, we had, most of them were P250s, small little pistols, basically the ones you get when you just started buying. But in general, that was not that bad of an attempt from Team Extinct, but Nixera, he's just way too deadly to work with. Not a chance for Team Extinct.
No, it was a great hold, but something we expected, and now going into that full buy round, Team Extinct should have themselves a little bit of more to work with, but what we've seen so far for Rain, it's been a dominant coalition side, so I'm really excited to see how this next round is going to unfold, and you can see Team Extinct able to take themselves control, but so has Rain. They've taken full B long, and that should be all good.
Definitely B long. I mean, it's a long corridor. 2 players on B long. I still don't understand why some teams tend to do that, because the A side is always more vulnerable. Nixera and Frix losing their lives early on. Also another great chance. It's a bit more aggressive than what I usually see from Rain. I mean, I knew that Nixera is more of the aggressive type on their team, but wow, this is not really optimal. Now, completely opening up mid. I don't know if holding down B long is really going to do much now.
No, what is happening with this is the fact that they've taken B long, it's a realization that Faultless is there. And that's why they're pushing into B, because he shut down B long. You're not really gonna expect anyone to be on mid anymore. And when you've cleared one, you know B side is fully open. You know no one is gonna be there. So this is a beautiful execution for Team Extinct, and I'm definitely not gonna count him out anymore. Faultless, what a shot is that, by the way, from the Euratio.
He's a bit risky though. Again, the Euratio is very expensive at the moment, and no one's really pushing him from the other side, and Faultless knows this. Oh, imagine if he hit that shot, that would have been amazing. But he's showing his back to the other side. I don't know if that's very smart. Oh, I was about to switch to McBetter. I was really expecting him to push him now because, I mean, you should be aggressive. He goes for the no-scope. What exactly? Not really sure what he was trying there, but McBetter shuts him down. Does not pick up the ratio. Again, this weapon has really fallen off in this game.
Yeah, but he went for that no-scope. You saw that? Okay, he was just sitting there all day long, right? He was dead. He was a dead man walking, a dead man jumping in this situation as well. Like, nothing to do about that. But at the same time, yeah, it's expensive. And now he's going to probably pay the price for it. Might not have the best of weapons to work with into this round.
He might need to stick back to those assault rifles. Faultless still tries though, and when he does perform well, it works, but he has to do it every single time he buys the weapon. Now with Team Extinct completely opening up the A side, we can see Rain. Most of them are on pistols. They do get one pick, but that's about it. Team Extinct fully clearing down the A side, shutting down Wives at the end, and there comes Faultless running through as the final member from Rain getting shut down. Again, stabilizing the score to a full 8-8, and Team Extinct coming back into the match.
What this round is going to be as well is a full buy for both teams. Just imagine how close this game is right now. We've had pistol, we were on 6-6. First team takes 2. Then the other team starts winning a buy round and an eco. We're literally on the same situation again. If this just continues, we're going to go to that infamous round 25, of course, the final one here. It could be happening, so I'm very excited to see how this further is going to unfold, but aside from Rain is at least starting things off great on the round they should win. The shotgun still comes in from Sunday, answering with 2, and that's the free A site. This round is not over yet.
Definitely not. That great start from Nexera there was amazing, but I'm telling you something, this new shotgun that they added in this game is still absolutely broken, and we've seen it happen on Rage, which is with a lot of close areas with the ventilation system and everything, but on near Heaven and some close areas near the Collision spawn, it is deadly on port. And I was kind of waiting for it to happen, but I was like, all right, maybe they're not abusing it, but no, never mind. Sunday picks it up, gets the 2 frags, and he is chilling back. Now that bomb is going to tick, and at the end, they have to kind of run away. Is there something else going to happen? Nexera, Wives are going to pick up a few players. Very smart from Rain. Wives getting the other one. They could have maybe gone for the defuse. I mean, it was a bit tight, though, with the shotguns. If they moved up closer, they would have most likely gotten shut down. So, again, well played by Rain, playing for that economy and for the long run.
Yeah, that's something they have to do because they know losing this round is going to bring them on yet another eco. They know how much there's on the line right now because losing this map, and I don't know if you're losing your own map pick. I think they've picked Canals themselves, so they're still going to feel strong on that map in particular. But this one, if you're already fighting off from that back foot, Team Extinct is going to feel good. They've won one map. They know what they can do. They know what they can bring. And they're just shutting down Rain. Such an insane team. With the setups they've had on the Collision site, still unable to hold on such a push from this Extinct.
Yeah, I mean, the A side always more prone, but when you lock down B, oh, it gets dirty. And Fede coming, shutting down Wives, bringing it back to a 2 versus 4. It just makes it that much harder for Rain to get back. And Team Extinct, this performance on the breach side, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised. Oh,
Yeah,
he broke down the armor with the wall bang. Never mind. Sorry. I was expecting him to maybe get the kill there, but he broke the armor. For a second, I thought he killed him, but continue.
Yeah, I also felt like that, so I get where you're coming from. I mean, I expected... I mean, this is something I get from a lot of watching CS, right? Teams that are on paper or should on paper be looking worse or aren't necessarily on the team, on the tier of, for example, a world champion, tend to have more chances on the attacker side. Reason why is because then you're going to be able to kind of use your own pace. Like, when you're sprinting in, when you have very good aim, you're going to be able to use your own pace. But when for example, Rain goes to the breach side, they're able to do that themselves. They're going to be able to toy with Extinct in that sense. And now they have kind of no control over that, because Extinct is the one choosing where they go, choosing where Rain has to hold. And that's something where the breach side might be more favorable to these two teams, considering they're on a different tier.
Faultless using the sniper yet again. It just keeps hurting my brain. It really is painful. That economy is just completely to the ground. Rain throwing it out the door. Wives gets one more frag, but it's a 4 versus 2. Pretty tight here from Rain. The B side is completely open, and I can already see the walk there. Planting that bomb, completely locking it down, helping McBetter clear out that site. And Fede completely spotting Zayon. He doesn't even stand a chance. Fede completely destroys him. And with Wives just being remaining here, Rain, they're looking pretty tight. Like, the way they lock down a site is pretty decent, and I've said this before, they do a pretty good job of that, but the way they're getting pushed, it seems like that adaptation, I don't know if they'll be able to adapt in time, because these rounds are starting to add up. We're about to get very close to the last part of that second half if Team eXtinct continues to get this winning streak going.
Yeah, I mean, we're all talking about Rain is gonna adapt. Rain is gonna have to adapt. When they will really adapt? When are they gonna do it? Because they gotta show it to us. Like, they're definitely not for now. They have to win this full buy round, and if they don't, they're in future trouble. They have to win all of the rounds coming up next to even win themselves this game. And we were talking about eXtinct having to take a few rounds, but they're up to a great start, actually able to find themselves the victory if they're not careful. A double kill already found. Fed is gonna try to watch the boost from happening, but Rain finally finds themselves some trades. It's a 2 versus 2.
And Faultless getting the double there. That bomb's going to be planted. Team eXtinct, they're down to a fewer amount of players this time. 2 versus 2 instead of a 4 versus 2. Now, this seems a lot more winnable for Rain. Wives all the way from A-Long. He's starting to move towards Connector. Fricks, will he take that route towards Heaven? It looks like he will, but it's quite dangerous. Wives shuts down Sunday. He wants another player to be found first. You can see Hazuna kind of in trouble as he has to deal with 2 players that might peek from 2 angles at the same time, but no, Rain's going to push them both from 1 angle. He's going to drop down the smoke, wants to go for the defuse. Hazuna, will he be able to realize that this is going to be a ninja defuse? Yes, he will. It's going to be an 8 to 12 actually. Rain getting shut down. A bit of a mediocre attempt, if I may say so myself. A bit odd. I was expecting them to push from 2 angles, applying more pressure from above and beyond, but it's not going to be the case this time. Very, very weird from Rain.
Yeah, Rain, they're the ones losing it. They're the ones, they went for that ninja. We all know what it added up onto. Not a round going their way, and what is Rain now gonna do? They're in an uncomfortable spot. Faultless again going for the ratio. Now you might be expecting it to come in play because it is expensive, but now you have the money for it, or you at least have the time, because you're not gonna be losing any more rounds, because otherwise you're done. An entry has been taken, when Xera's looking for yet another. They're just trying to push, they're trying to get it over with, but the hold comes in. Fede watching for the back of the lines, and that makes it tied up, even adding up for a second. Who is this guy? Picking him up.
And Faultless finally able to lock down that sniper. Yeah, Xera has been playing very aggressive, and so far, you know, his accuracy has not been that bad, but you cannot beat someone with precise crosshair placement. At the end of the day, as long as he presses that button, you're gonna get shut down. And better. He's gonna look for someone on Heaven. He's noticed it. Dropping the smoke towards Connector. It seems that bomb is still going to be staying on the ground. Team eXtinct taking enough time. They've got 50 seconds.
Oh, wow. Sion, bye-bye, sir. And Fede keeps on winning ways. He's now emptying up the B side. Faultless does realize this. The kill's been found, which means an easy path into the B side. He's going to hear the steps on long as well, so he knows. But he's in a 1-on-2. This is going to be tough, Ardy.
It's going to be very tough. Fede and McBetter. Oh, he wants to plant the bomb. That response! Jeez! And he still is able to connect it. They all, of course, ended off this way. Rain unable to win on the first map. I'm kind of shocked. Wow. Alright, Team eXtinct, they're your underdogs, it seems. They have been outperforming them on certain areas that I didn't expect they would. I'm baffled.
I'm very baffled either, man. This has it's been a great game so far, and a game with many upsets, a game with many chances to be upset, and it's definitely showing. I mean, we're seeing a Rain not completely ready for the outblasting performance so far of this eXtinct, and what we saw a lot of times, which I'm honestly a little bit worried about going into the next Rain. On that defensive side, or on the collision side, I should say. I'm still getting used to those guys in the chat, but at the same time, they always pushed. They always pushed every single round, and at some point, Faultless was in B long, but at the other times, Fede almost always shut them down. Like, and you continue to push every single time. Why not stick back to the sides? Why not try that and make it work? Because I don't think they've almost ever tried that. It's quite tough to see that happen.
And another thing that I really noticed is the way two players from Rain especially that really caught my attention. Xera was playing really aggressive. Now I know you've probably seen my line before. Some other players from Rain, Noxic as well. Or no, he's actually from Elephant. I'm confusing the two. Wow, I have to get used to it too. Wow. But some players from Rain, of course. Being a little too aggressive. Faultless as well, positioning himself all the way towards B-Long, taking another player with him. I'm assuming of course, he's the IGL. 2 players on B-Long. Port completely open. You have A here, and you have 2 areas where they can come in. You have so many things you have to check, and they can full-on blast A. And how are you going to recover from that with 2 players on B long? You only have 3 players to work with. I feel like it's a bit of an inefficient strategy. Faultless, buying the sniper, how many frags has Faultless gotten so far? 3? Mid the one that he tried to save it on 2. Okay, maybe 3 as well. It's not much, and it's not efficient. For the money that you're spending, the amount of frags that you're getting, the impact that you have on the round is very low, and that's not good. I don't feel like that's a good option, and I feel like you've noticed this too.
And at the same time, what that comes in with the sniper is when you use it or the ratio on the collision side, you're gonna have to hold those angles, and you're gonna have to play. We know Faultless is a sniper that's very aggressive, and they played an aggressive style. Whenever you have a ratio, position it on a long angle, that you don't have to hold that angle anymore. But they ran into the other side, making Faultless uncomfortable. He has to rotate with the new ratio, when he's just the one. I mean, I'm trying to hold an angle, guys. Let me hold an angle for them sake. Like, I want to hold this angle, but they're pushing, they're dying, and he has to rotate in an uncomfortable spot, and then the ratio, it becomes very hard to use and very expensive, and then he's not going to get fragged, so they kind of overrun it themselves a little bit.
I agree. Anyways, we'll be seeing them on the second map, which is going to be Canals. Am I right? I think you mentioned the maps before, the map bans with Port, Canals, and then, of course, SOAR, which is not a map being played a lot. We might see Decider, Canals, again, very open area. Maybe Faultless might be getting some better shots from Sniper's Nest. We'll see how that goes. Again, thank you all for watching so far, and we'll be seeing you after a short break.
Welcome to the world of gaming. Voor een vast uurtarief kun je gamen op ruim 70 high-end gaming PC's. Meer dan 17 PlayStation 5's, Nintendo Switches en Xbox consoles. Nu geopend op de Koerhuisweg in Scheveningen.
got so intense. I feel it again, I feel it again, I feel it again. We're bringing this back to life.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you. So make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you. So
I can't wait to leave this town, 'cause lately I've been feeling down. The cold nights just don't feel the same. Oh, like my life inside a car. Hit the button, drive real far. Put that record on me, die. I'm dreaming of you, I dream of a new night. Fight in the dark till we see the sunlight. My love, it's you.
Welcome to the world of gaming. Voor een vast uurtarief kun je gamen op ruim 70 high-end gaming PC's. Meer dan 17 PlayStation 5's, Nintendo Switches en Xbox consoles. Nu geopend op de Koerhuisweg in Scheveningen.
Alright, we're back after that little short break. It seems like Rain and Team Extinct are both ready. And Jesse and I mean, we were about to, I think we were about to talk about what was exactly going on in the previous match and how they're going to do this in this match. But they've readied up pretty fast. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to roll the knife round. And in the meantime, we'll try to summarize what has happened in the previous round. And it looks like they'll be starting off with the knife rounds, I'm assuming at least. I mean, they might have already done it. They've been really fast with joining. So big shout out to both teams for being very fast, because we don't see that too often in this game. Now, Jesse, thoughts on Jesse, thoughts on the previous map, of course, because Port, we've seen quite a few things happen there. Do you think there's going to be improvement now, considering we have 2 new players from Rain coming in? We've got Line and we've got Symbol.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 insane players. We all know Lion, and most of us also love him. And they're actually going to win the knife round as well, getting a chance to choose their beloved side they want to. It is going to be their map pick as well, Rain. So that's going to be something really helping out in a big way for them. And I'm really looking forward to see what Rain is going to be able to bring now that they are, in fact, on the coalition side playing. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can see in this best of 1 now, actually, because I mean we've gone from that best of 3 where there's 1 map already gone. Now we're gonna see just this map in play. Canals. I mean, for me it's been a long time since I've seen this game, because I've been out of Seal for quite a while. But this used to be one of my favorite maps, together with Legacy.
Definitely. I mean, I wouldn't say it's my favorite map, but I didn't dislike it. And I also didn't super like it, but I did enjoy, I really like how they designed upper catwalk and lower catwalk there. That big area there where you can go on the higher part and the lower part towards Cafe. McBetter comes in with the first frag on Faultless. Pretty great start for Team Extinct. Sarah finds 1 more. Wives gets shut down. And Team Extinct on this pistol round, looks like they have a small lead. And what you said about the bow 1 and the thing, I mean, if Team Extinct were to win this, then yes, this is just going to be a quick bow 1 and it's going to be over. But if Rain comes through, we're going to see Decider. But it's all going to depend on how they play. And I'm kind of feeling like Extinct has more energy now. I don't know. We'll have to see.
And the fun thing is, what map is the Decider? You can say it. Do you know it? Or
Soar? Soar? No, Soar, of course.
Soar, man.
It's going to be...
Let's bring it on. Extinct doesn't want it, at least.
Definitely. E-Boy gets 1 frag and Fate comes in with 2. Rain quickly gets shot down. We weren't even able to finish their sentences and they were getting shut down on that side. Of course, they had more players to work with, but at the same time, there were only 2 players who were really fighting in that moment. The others had to still come towards that A site. Now, Soar, that's going to be quite interesting. I mean, like you said, it's I don't think it's going to stay anymore long. They've mentioned something on Twitter. You told me, or...
Yeah, I mean, they've announced, I think, the map pool for the next season of Pro League, and I don't think Soar is even in there anymore. I feel like it's got changed by Castello, but I might be wrong about that. But that's going to mean we're just going to have a last dance here on Soar, and it might be the final time we might ever see it in play. And Rain definitely wants to bring it to that. The Team Extinct is going to do everything in their power not to do so. They've picked up AKs here, Rain. This is a heavy investment, and if they lose this round, Ardy, they might not have themselves a buy into the next, and Extinct might be able to follow up 3 in a row.
No, definitely. This is gonna be absolutely horrible. I mean, I don't like I've already seen Faultless drop snipers. I don't want to see AKs being dropped for no reason. Now, so far, Line is coming through though, saving the day, getting a couple frags. I mean, Fede quickly actually shuts him down. Not even a chance to let that guy continue the role he's going on. And now it's Symbol with the bomb on his back. Rain, this is a tough call. I don't know what they're exactly doing, because I don't think I've ever seen them go for a full buy on the second round. This is the first time I have ever seen Rain do something like this. I don't know if they're maybe desperate, or if there's some kind of last-ditch effort to turn the tides, turn the momentum into their favor, or if they're just really confident on Canals against Team Extinct, the way they at least anticipated it.
Yeah, I mean, you get that bomb plant, you get some extra cash, so you have money to go for that. I think that's something I've seen before in various different games, but considering you haven't seen that yet, it's an old play to make. And Rain, they might still feel like they're the ones to be, like they're the ones to do this. But they've already lost the map, And then, in my eyes, you cannot be this confident, to say the least. Lion and Symbol might be here in a team, but it's still 2-0, and you're still forced into another eco.
Definitely not a great look for Rain if they're going to be forced into another eco and then another eco if they go to full buy. No, okay, never mind. That's not going to be the case. They do have, I mean, it's not looking too bad, but again, this could have been prevented. They could have had proper investments on that third round, but they don't. Look at this. It's just a full 3-0 with another eco.
Oh boy. Full eco, as we said, and it's just going to be a massacre.
Absolute massacre on Cafe. Not anything to work with for Rain. Symbol gets one more frag with the P250. So there are... Wait, what? There are some people that still don't... Of course, I mean, they were able to pick up a few weapons there. I'm assuming they got one pick, but that's about it. Still running with those pistols. I don't know if they'll be able to pull this off. That bomb plan could be really nice. Fede, look at that response from Fede. Shuts down Flawless as Symbol. And even though this is eco, he's shutting them all down. Not even the bomb plan? Why is Rain not going for the bomb plan? That's a lot of money to work with. They completely ignored. Tried to shut down Fede, but no, Fede is shutting them down. And that is something that has been occurring a lot on Port 2. Fede has really tackled down Rain. 6-0. This guy's going flawless.
Yeah, who is this guy, man? I've already said about him. Pick him up, I said, but I think eXtinct has been quite nicely about picking him up. I can see on his little profile he has had right now. Special Ops 2.1k. I don't know how high that necessarily is myself, as I'm not too familiar with it. Maybe you know something about it, Ardy?
Well, I don't think rank really matters if you're just playing competitive. It doesn't really help you with your rating. But thanks for the thought. We usually never talk about people their ranks because they don't really matter. Sometimes they only play like one... Because they only play scrims because ranked is too low for them.
Okay. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, for me personally, like, well, when I go to other esports, I'm usually watching at like, okay, they're all very good, but at the same time, you can determine something from a new up-and-coming talent to see what he's done in ranked, right? Because Team eXtinct, we all don't know them yet, but they're still like out-fragging world champions. How is that possible?
Well, there are a couple players that have played in previous teams before that are pretty good and have been pretty close to beating Rain, but now with this combination, it seems to be really damn effective. So yeah, there are some new ones in there, but there are also a lot of players that might change their names or still be relevant with a structural name on Discord, for example, or other platforms. Yeah, now Rain, they've got 3 players remaining, shut down Sunday, and just like that, with 1 player more remaining, Nexera, 14 HP. This guy's low. Look at him. He's still so aggressive. Look at him still peeking around. This guy, you just can't stop him. He might even be on the bare minimum of what he has, and he still will look for frags. Look at him. He's going to pick him off as well. Look at that. It is beautiful. It works. It still works. It's still relevant. Nexera, he's still going to abuse it. Take it on Hazuna. 3-1. Great start for a possible comeback.
Yeah, I mean, we're ending it with a question mark because we all don't really seem to know, but... On the other hand, what Rain did there was quite nice. I mean, they run them down, and eXtinct, Azuma, he tried to save his weapon, of course. He tried to run away, but unfortunately not able to comply in the end, as, I mean, they were kind of squeezing him down. They were sandwiching him in that sense, so it's definitely going to be something to keep in mind. Thoughtless will be able to find himself the entry here with the P250. I don't know how that happened all of a sudden. Azuma comes out with a trade, 4 versus 4. He's still going to be somewhat possible.
Wait, did you see how much money Better had? He had 7.8k. Why are they... Wait, were they ecoing on this? Wait, I'm trying to find the last player. 4.4k. They have a lot of money. Why are they ecoing? That's such an interesting strategy. They're really trying to save up, which I found pretty interesting. I don't think I've ever seen someone eco that high. No. 7.8k, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, I mean, an eco is an eco. It can always work, and I feel like they're really playing for the long game. Team eXtinct. Using some kind of neurosensing brain develop. I don't know. They're using some crazy ideas here, which I feel like might even work. I mean, they seem pretty confident, don't they?
Yeah, they are, and I feel like that's gonna be happening. Fault is on 1 HP. It's a great angle, I think, there as well has been played towards the mid section there over the bush. Defender was playing, of course, with the Scar. Able to find himself a frag early in the round, but Rain, they might have taken the long side here. But they cost so much health to work with. And here again, Azuma, he's the one just jumping around towards that midsection, trying to check the play from Rain. They have gotten all the control they need, but they don't have sights yet, and that's something they're going to be definitely fighting for next. But 1 minute left on the clock, the decision should be made any time, as otherwise it's starting to run out.
I mean, I feel like I'm watching Faultless too much, but I'm so scared. This guy's on 1 HP. Like, a little pit of a feather is going to kill this guy. Okay, he's going to get away with at least 1 frag. Good for him. He's going to take down Sunday, and look at him heart scoping this angle. Here's really still believing in this Eurasia. Not completely checking the angle. I guess he's just confident. No one's in cafe, and he seems to be right. He's not been taken down so far. And the entirety of Rain is rotating towards that B side. Now, all they have to do is lock it down. Faultless gets shut down by Hazuna. And just like that, they're back to a 3v2, actually. That's Lion shuts down one more player. Hazuna getting refragged. E-boy, that flash is right over there in your face. You're not going to see anything for at least 5 to 8 seconds. Oh, well, I don't even know the exact time, but that felt like an age. Like an age went by. And now Team Extinct, both of them pushing Symbol, just lining them up. But Fede, he's still strong enough to enforce himself through that lineup. It doesn't matter if they get lined up or not. Fede is able to combat this with 42 HP remaining. Being the last player for Team Extinct, tries to push that side, breaks the armor, but is it going to be enough? The ammo has been ran out. 14, 13. He's trying to go for that defused line. Is not accepting that. Fede gets shut down. Great attempt, great effort, but unable to land those shots, not even through the smoke. And that ammo is going to cost you the round.
Yep, 3-3. It's all going to be tied up. And that round was Faultless on 1 HP. He ran his way through into the B side, making it work. At the same time, it was E-boy there. What happened with that flashbang? I mean, we can talk about that for ages. He was watching to the correct side. The flash was flashed behind him, but he turned around right in the flash. So he made the most horrible play he could have made there. If he just watched straight, he wasn't as blind. But now he watched back where the flash actually landed. In the meantime, the A side is getting stomped over. No flash is needed. It's a complete, absolute massacre.
Yeah, again, looking for another eco. I don't know if you noticed it, but they've only gotten 1 more frag, and that was like with the Deagle. They're really saving up. McBetter going for the sniper. Let's see it. McBetter. I don't know if, of course, you know that Team 6 has been fairly new to, of course, dropping in against Rain. McBetter has been playing for a little bit longer, I can tell you that. And seeing him pop this sniper out has made me so excited. Let's see what he will do. In this position on Sniper Nest, one of the most common positions for most snipers to use on this map on Canals. Let's see if he's able to find anyone. Oh, actually not. Lion finds him. Wait, he's not even shown himself. How did he find McBetter? He was waiting behind the red car. Oh, that is deadly. I have yet to see. I mean, they've redesigned Canals a little bit, but I didn't expect to not even see Line. I don't know what kind of crazy tactics he used, but maybe he ran around the A side and then held himself against the corner. But it seemed to work, and Line gets another frag, shuts down Fede. And oh, McBetter's entire plan and structure was destroyed by this one little guy.
Yeah. Line put into this lineup has been looking strong. We know him as a good player. And he has shown that now time and time again with all the mid control they have, leaving E-boy in the tough spot. Better to just save his arc into the next round in this alt angle, but you can already see the players squirming into the A side. He's going to get pushed from various different angles. He's looking for the one-on-ones, as otherwise he has no way to fight back. He's able to find one, but Line comes out with the trade to take Rain their 5th round, and the control they've had so far over that short side has been insane. Maybe Extinct going back to fighting for that control a little bit would work, because this map, I might be pulling some weird people on me, but that short side seems to be something in my eyes that is similar towards a mid side from port. And that's something where Extinct has fought for quite some time with success.
100%. And now with Rain, I wanted to add something to that, but they're going for a very fat push. Sorry. Symbol taking down Sunday, coming up on that side. Well, look at the amount of pre-fire. Can you guys chill for a second? Fede, Hazuna getting 2 more frags. Live Symbol coming with 2 more and 1 more. And Extinct, they've been completely obliterated in seconds. I mean, I don't really see Rain pull out with these random pushes, but if it works against Extinct, it must work for the long and E-boy waiting in that smoke. Oh, I always love it when people play like sneaky little players, sneaky little turtles in these corners. I don't even know what to say anymore. Faultless gets shut down, and Symbol able to shut down E-boy. That got way too close, by the way. E-boy was waiting in that corner, waiting in that smoke, and all it took was just 1 more play, and he would have clutched that round for Team Extinct.
Yeah, it was close, but yet so far away. Rain, on the back of that, they find themselves 6 once again. Talk about it for quite some time, but Line is definitely having a very nice game so far. Looking at that scoreboard, of course, he saw the amount of impact he has so far had. Team Extinct, they're the ones to try and once again play their same little bit of a setup. They play slow, someone in the chat said, and that was exactly what I was talking about as well with that whole mid situation. You can try and fight for the short side for a second instead of playing this passive style and then losing it when Rain starts regrouping up and take full cap feed control like they do now. This should be an easy B side to take.
And Sunday, he gets shut down. Hazuna, he gets shut down. Line, look at this. This is the deadly man himself. Shutting down both players on this side. McBetter comes in. He's a great player too, but Line is better. And he's going to shut him down. Shut down the fourth. Gets the 4K. And E-Boy, he was waiting in that corner. Again, that this guy is way too sneaky for anyone. Not even Line can beat E-Boy, but that's about it. Wow, did you just see that 4K right there, Jesse? I mean, ladies and gentlemen, Line just completely cleared the side for Rain.
Yeah, and that's Line. That's just Line, I guess. We
15
can talk about
frags
him for so long. 14 or 15 now. Of course, he had 11 from the start of the last round, meaning he's cutting that 4K, and in a way, he did that as well. Not really too many people can actually accomplish that. Rain needed a player like this to step up, but still, that SOAR is now looking closer, but also a little bit deadly. We have definitely no idea what's going on that map. We have no idea what to expect in this eXtinct going for an aggressive play. They're fighting for the aggressive style, and there's already someone all the way pushed in. What's that stair side going into Banana? The full AX tech will come in though. Feta will respond with 2 on the side, still trying to hold as there's 2 coming from the alt side. Now Rain knows that there's more players from eXtinct starting to make their way into the side. Feta, if he's the one that has to do it, he will. He's able to find himself a quadruple in this round as well. Shutting it down all for the side from eXtinct. And it's basically the Line versus Feta show.
It's so interesting. Like, the way I started to, of course, deliver commentary on the first area where Rain got the 4K or the quadruple for Line when I ended, and then you start, and it starts to be for Feta. It's like you're for Team eXtinct and I'm for Rain. It's so weird. But for some reason, we were both able to lock down a 4K on 2 consecutive rounds. And something else I wanted to mention, which I keep forgetting, actually. Okay, well, I'll try to mention it later on. Anyways, focusing back on this game, we can see Rain trying to enter the A site. They've dropped down the bomb, and it looks like they go for a bit more of a slow play. I don't know what you think about this, but this is something we do a lot in this game. We drop down the bomb, and we have a lot of players scattering around the map, trying to find for picks, and then deciding whether they want to enter the site without dropping the bomb on the site. It doesn't give like a signal like in other games.
No, it's great. I mean, this is the way you play it in almost every game as well.
Oh, really?
Every
Okay.
game that's around this, you just have players splitting around on the map, then picking up the bomb and choosing a site to go for. That's a great play Rain is doing, a default that has been played. But still, when they push into the site, they're getting themselves shut down now. Rain, unable to comply, or still is, as Wise is able to find himself all the kills needed. Now planting the bomb away. It's a one-on-one situation, but we respect the right side. He's not gonna do so for now. Sunday has seen him, but now just waiting for the potential swing to come in. He's already crossed back to short. It's exactly what Wives is doing. Sunday, I don't think he's seen him because he checked the right side instead. Has to go up fast.
He knows exactly where Wives is. Look at that.
Hasn't been able to get the plant that well in. Now he's gonna try to spray, and Sunday is waiting. Wives, when you're planting the bomb, at least make sure you have an after plant. He's not able to do so, and he fails miserably.
Exactly, and just like that, Team eXtinct will take that first, or at least that last round in the bag. Well played by them, and now Rain, you know, they're doing pretty good. Just 2 rounds ahead.
Oi, oi. The 2 rounds ahead. Collision side. What have we seen on port on the collision side? We might not want to talk about that, but now they have lines, so let's hope it's going to be something different, because a third map would be nice to wrap up this series a little bit, to make it even more interesting as it is. And Team eXtinct, they're the ones, like on port, I feel like have a good chance to make it work here on the breach side. But at the same time, Rain, this is their map pick. This is their terrain. This is their map. Show us what you can do.
Especially with Flawless. I've yet to see him on Sniper Nest. I mean, of course, they started off on the breach side. Maybe we see something different there. I don't know if you saw McBetter, but McBetter was actually spot on the Sniper Nest, that position that he held. That's why I got so excited for him. But, oh, that's what I want to talk about. I got so excited for McBetter, but the moment I get excited for something, there's some guy behind a red car shooting him down. And then it just went straight into collapse. That's the thing I wanted to mention. It happened like a couple rounds ago, but I still want to mention it, that I don't know why. Sometimes I don't know if you have the same thing. It's like a caster's curse. You start to speak about something, you start to become excited about something because it's something new that they're trying, and then it just completely flops.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is an insane play. He's gonna have to flank, and then he misses like every single bullet there. That's just unfortunate to say the least. And Rain, they're the ones now that's gonna pick themselves up the pistol, I believe. I mean, this is still a Castercurse moment that could now come in with Fedder. I might not be too sure about what I just said, to be really honest, because this guy has been an insane player to watch out for in every single way. Not the bomb on his back. They realize where it is. They have all the control they need.
He's on 12.
Hard play still.
Oh,
able to
man.
find himself a second. And Ardy, I'm not starting to get nervous yet, but if he finds this kill, I might. Not the case. Rain on 8.
Oh, wow. That got way too close, way too fast. Amount of mistakes they made there on, you call it short. I think it's main. Imagine if I make an error here, but I don't know. It's at least maybe it might be different on the map, but there's the first part of it is called, at least most people call it main. They might have changed it. I'm not sure. But it doesn't matter. What I wanted to say is that the way Fede was playing there, he was so low. And he still walked around like he was full HP. I don't know if you noticed. This guy's confidence in the way he walks. He's like, I'm full HP, boy. I'm walking through. No one's stopping me. And that's the confidence that I saw in him. And it looked beautiful.
Let's see which way it's gonna go, of course. Now we've gotten some early fights here and there, but it's Rain. Let's look in the better ones. Line picks up the final frag. And that is gonna be 9-5. Now finally full buy against full buy, Ardy. This is going to be an important round for both of the teams to take. And if eXtinct loses, it might be a done deal.
It might be a done deal indeed. Haven't we seen so many eco rounds before on the first half? Have they really done much with that, now that I think of it? Like,
oh boy, no.
The amount of ecos they had on top. Oh, it's because of the sniper buy from McBetter and the way they were overbuying or getting really expensive assault rifles and scars and everything. That's probably why. And they lost that round. Oh, no. That makes me feel really bad for Team eXtinct, because now that I think of it, they could have won so many more rounds if they continued with default, like, regular assault rifles. But they didn't.
Yeah. Decision they make, and it's bite them. Big time. Now eXtinct back again to that slow play. And then as soon as they find themselves a frag, going to that supersonic mode. Not gonna be happening though, as they completely get their head blown off. A bullet right between his eyes. And Fed is the one to fall down. Towards the elbow side, they're starting to make their way in. Towards that A side, a double kill found, and actually still a chance for eXtinct to make it work. And up to a triple, and that's A side locked down.
And that is absolutely amazing. Rain, they were able to lock down or at least hold the A side, but suddenly, after McBetter got that first entry on elbow, it was like everything was falling apart for Rain. And now Symbol trying to go for that rotation gets shut down by Sunday. The bomb is still ticking. Will he be able to go for this retake line? We've seen one of the best players for eXtinct. Of course, I keep forgetting his name, Fede. And he's been doing so well. He gets locked or taken down in the first part of this round. And then now they still push through with McBetter and everyone else. So you can see how Team eXtinct is still pretty good, even though they lost one of their star players early on in this round. And now Lion tries to find maybe a couple picks on the side, but it is over. That bomb is going to explode. 42 HP. He's going to not remain that boy. E-Boy is going to shut him down. Barely. Lion does not get away with it.
It's 6. Team eXtinct. Back to winning ways, back to having some sort of a control. I think Rain will still have themselves a full, but I'm not too sure. They might be forced into an eco if Faultless wants to go for that ratio once again. Might be better off to save this one, and I hear some deeks, etc. So I'm not too sure what Rain is gonna have. We'll have to spec them to actually watch that and make sure we do, in fact, say the right thing. But if they do intend to go for that force buy, there's gonna be a chance for it. Hope. They've taken mid-control. Lion is at least going to be buying, so they've had enough money. But this is their final buy they have. And if Rain loses this, they're in a whole lot of trouble. But it doesn't seem like they are, because it's a 3 versus 2.
Oh my god, Rain. The way they just took down these players, like, over time, gradually over this line. That's, like, you can, if you look at the time, for example, which I find so amazing, like, look at how much time they still had. Team eXtinct could have played it a little slower. 1 full minute and 5 seconds. They could have played it slower. They could have looked for picks, but no, they decided to be more aggressive, and they got punished. That bomb is in a complete open area. Sunday being the last player standing all the way towards Hall. It's over. Rain is going to take that round, and it was kind of deserved the way they performed there. It didn't really bring anything to the table, which is kind of disappointing, because the way Team eXtinct has been playing on the breach side on port, that was a whole different story.
Yeah, that was holding on like every single angle Rain pushed. They were fully ready for almost everything that Rain was doing, and this time, they don't really seem to be. They seem to be a little bit sleepy on their angles, And now with the low buy they've had, they're starting to push their way into the A side, maybe force the issue themselves. But this should be Rain, able to hold. At least it's Nexera. Gonna be the one to actually push in through the boost. Gonna be running in. He's gonna see
Wives the 4K!
Oh my goodness.
I always love to see these lineups, man. A lot of players just getting absolutely obliterated. And when I saw Nexera push that, I was like, Nexera, I'm just going to tell you, at least this is how I was thinking in my mind in a short amount of time. The way some people push, of course, with pistols, they're going to line up. But if they do it properly and they spread themselves around like they're a wall, you're going to have a harder time locking down those heads. I'm just telling you. And the way Nexera got completely overthrown on elbow was so funny to watch. But at the same time, they still got obliterated from behind, which made it even funnier. But that eco round was pretty swift. Team Extinct, moving forward, maybe the way to get a comeback. But Rain, oh, those 11 rounds, they're starting to tick. They're starting to hurt.
Oh boy, and it's not a good position to be in for Extinct as well. Linus is shutting them all down. At least you can plant the bomb away.
Whoa!
But not even the case. Bye-bye, Hazuma. Bro, what a shot.
It's so unfortunate that we did not see Faultless's shot there. But if it were to be through the smoke, and if it were to be a no-scope or whatever, I'm sorry, Faultless. But I do remember picking at least one part of this. This guy did drop a no-scope on, what was it, SOAR on, yes, or the other match before. So, he did get what he wanted. Unfortunately, today, we have no idea what happened. It might be no-scope, might be just a simple scope through the smoke. He might have actually seen him. Now, we finally see Faultless on Sniper's Nest, but this is almost the end of the second half. At least if Rain continues to win, and Faultless did not line any shots so far. Wives getting the first frag on Fede, and so far Rain seems to be in their victory position. This might be it.
But with Faultless getting all that intel, they realize they cannot be around to the mid side, should push somewhere else. That bomb being far away due to McBetter falling down is going to get a lot of intel away. Again, 2 players still on the A side. With Azuma falling down, now Symbol comes in to take away E-Boy. At least he realizes where he is, so Sunday has the intel to take him down. Sunday doesn't even need to cross, but he will do so. He's gonna be the one to fall down. Could have gone to the mid side straight in, but then was fully exposed this time. Ran into the team nevertheless, and shut it down completely. Oh boy, we're gonna go through a turret. We're gonna go to SOAR.
100%. That was absolutely insane. None of you saw the way they performed at the very end. Rain completely destroyed them, and this is what I call adaptation. The way they were able to adapt to the way they performed, especially on the breach side, it was not even a match anymore. Rain was completely destroying them on the other side, and that's what I mean with Canals. I mean, we haven't seen that much from Faultless with the sniper. Of course, on the last round, he did get 2 frags, I believe, and of course, that amazing shot through the smoke, which we unfortunately don't know what exactly happened. We might get more information from the staff or from the players themselves what exactly happened, but that was amazing. Now, Jesse, we're off to SOAR. We're off to SOAR. This is going to be it. What do you think? Are we going to be able to cast it properly? Because I myself, the callouts, even for me, are not really stuck in the head, because most people don't even touch that map. This may be like the 5th time I'm casting. I'm not even joking. That map is so unpopular in the competitive side. It's not even funny.
I think that's making it nice as well, because Rain, they might not necessarily be preparing for it themselves. They didn't ban it as well. So I'm honestly feeling like they are going to have some sort of trick under their sleeves in case it was left as a decider. So I'm honestly very excited to see what a Rain is going to bring in here into this game. They might have also prepared it for the grand final they played, right, in the Eurasia of the Pro League. So they might have some tricks on their sleeves. One thing that we do know, though, is that whenever you're playing against Extinct, I wouldn't really like to play Port. Maybe Canals is an option, but it just shows how great Rain is on Canals and how great Extinct is on Port. There could be some compositions being made. Rain prepping a little bit more on Port, and at the same time, Extinct maybe not being the one-man trick on that Port, little bit of a side, but that's going to be something for the future, because Extinct, we didn't really know how that composition was going to go, and them already having such a strict or great base on a map like Port is bringing me a whole lot of hype for the future for this team, but still, SOAR is going to have to be played.
Now, one thing I want to mention to what you said, of course, with that secret card, I've seen Rain do that before, so I'm just saying, again, the Caster's Curse could be a thing, but I'm just saying, this could be looking pretty good for Rain. That's all I'm going to say. And for now, Team Extinct, they've shown that they're a great team. They've shown that they're a great team on Port. All right? Keep that in mind, on Port. They've shown that they're a great team on Port. That's what we've seen. The way that Rain position was really off, especially with Faultless and stuff. With 2 players on B-Long, again, it's not even just Rain. It's, the 2 players that you lack, of course, when they hard push A. Maybe it's a guess, of course. Could be sometimes teams always full force A. There's a lot of explanations or a lot of arguments we can use in these discussions. But we'll leave it here. Leave it to you guys to discuss. Who do you think will win? Leave it in the chat below, or leave it, or talk to each other, or at least grab yourself some drinks. Get yourself ready for that third. I was about to say second, third, last, final match of this full BO3. See you in a bit.
Welcome to the world of gaming. Voor een vast uurtarief kun je gamen op ruim 70 high-end gaming PC's. Meer dan 17 PlayStation 5's, Nintendo Switches en Xbox consoles. Nu geopend op de Koerhuisweg in Scheveningen.
I recall the past again tonight. It's in the front of my mind. As I fall apart, you began to cry. The tears are making you blind. The future's far away, but I will stay. I will stay. Just take a leap of faith. We'll find a way for you and me. Can't look back and run from what I feel inside. There's no more time to hide, because I feel again. I feel again. Oh, now I feel again. We're bringing this back to life. I feel it again. I feel it again. I feel again. We're bringing this back to life. Help me find the right words to say to get us back on our way. Can we try to fight against the grain of throwing out what we made? The future's far away, but I will stay. I will stay, because I feel again. I feel again. Oh, now I feel again. We're bringing this back to life. We're picking up where we left off and on again. We never quite could forget, 'cause what we got so intense. I feel it again. I feel it again. I feel again. We're bringing this back to life.
open eye. Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you. So make it last forever. Stop in time. Yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you. So
I can't wait to leave this town, cause lately I've been feeling down. The cold nights just don't feel the same. Oh, like my life inside a car. Hit the button, drive real far. But that record only died. I'm dreaming of you, I dream of a new day. Fight in the dark till we see the sunlight. My
Alright everyone, welcome back to the tournament. We're off to the third map, so I'm here today with, of course, Jesse. Oh, the camera is mirror. And what a great start, what a rusty start. Anyways, taking a look at all the players, they seem to already joined the room, so they're all ready. A little bit of talk about the previous map, Jesse. Wow. Rain, Faultless trying some stuff with the Sniper better, unable to get that done on Sniper Nest. Some other moves from Fede, and some other moves from Line, which seems to be also playing on this map too, making it even more exciting. Some thoughts you want to throw in before we actually hop into this game, because it is going to be one hell of a decider.
Yeah, definitely it feels like Canals is a map more favored towards a Rain. We all know that the final map SOAR is going to be a little bit of a gamble for both of the teams. Both teams leaving it in. It's actually going to be Rain leaving it as the second to last ban. And then instead of going for that decider match, as you would sometimes just go for the side from Exceed, I think they could have gone for, I'm actually checking the map feature real quickly. They could have gone for Plaza, but they went for SOAR instead. That's something that I'm actually pretty surprised at. Like, the side from Rain, not picking it in the first place, or not leaving it, or not banning it as a second to last ban. But then the side of Exceed, eXtinct, actually not banning it as a last ban. So they wanted to play it desperately, but Rain wanted to play it too. So that's making me a little bit confused, but at the same time excited for this last best of one.
100%, and at the same time, I was a bit confused. I don't know if you saw it. I was trying to show the knife round while you were talking. What? No, Rain got a bit confused because they were like splitting around the map, and it looks like they'll be choosing a. Let's see which side they will choose. I'm still waiting. Oh, looks like they chose their sides. Let's hop into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, of course, for your little explanation, Jesse. Let's move in.
Yeah, I mean, as I wanted to say in the final bit, of course, this is SOAR, a map with 4 letters. Same for port. Maybe it's something. This is not allowed on YouTube.
I don't know what you were saying something. Ask about. Okay, never mind. They're fine.
Yes.
Wait, keep it in mind. Keep it in mind.
Forward. Yes.
Moving forward, Hazuna seems to get the first frag on a Faultless. What was going on with eXtinct? eXtinct was just doing a madness over there. I'm not even. I don't know what.
They're dancing.
They're dancing. I don't know what the limit is of the words that I can use at the moment, but wow, that was quite a lot of gameplay over there. Symbol able to get 1 frag. Sunday able to take down Wives. Looks like they'll be moving back and forth with this one, as Rain will be planting the bomb on the B side. Now, oh wow, Line, that was beautiful. Shutting down McBetter just like that. Looks like that gameplay over there didn't help at all, Mr. McBetter. Should maybe pay a bit more attention to the game rather than your teammate. Line also shutting down Sunday. And, oh wow, Line, what's going on? This guy's getting more headshots left and right against the 4K. Line, jeez, what is this? Oh, he gets the 4K with Symbol just like that. Okay, you wanted to say something about SOAR, Jesse. Please elaborate.
Oh, bro. SOAR, yeah.
Did you forget? Because that was a bit too insane from Line.
That's honestly just insanity what we saw right there. I mean, a great control that the side from Rain has taken. And they took that B side, which gives a lot of afterplant positions due to the fact it's so opened up. Even that bar position, 2 of them were behind it. And you can tell that eXtinct just weren't ready for those angles. They're definitely not fully ready for everything that's going on, and it's a little bit of a roller coaster. It's a little bit of a maze. That's a sure thing here for eXtinct, but they're actually able to find the first 2 kills. A trade frag is there, but it's still allowing a whole lot of options here for eXtinct to comply.
100%, and at the same time, Team eXtinct looks like they're sort of kind of gambling around the A side. They're assuming Rain will continue this push, but I have a feeling they might actually go for a bit more of a passive route. I mean, even though this is eco, they're still losing quite a lot of members. 2 players down. This is an eco, remember. Then there's a guy with a shotgun waiting in that corner. I don't know if this is a good opportunity for Rain. They might get spotted from these corners. And that shotgun, you've seen it. It's broken at the moment. And Wives, he's going to check them behind. Next is going to shut down Sunday McBetter. They'll be moving towards the B side. Good choice because that shotgun is deadly. Fade starts to move in. Here's Ski. Hazuna already shutting down Wives. Easily able to pick up the AK-47 and get more of a range advantage now. Tries to push through. You can see he's going for that reload. Very nice little animation rolling through. And looks like he'll be trying to enter the side. Whether he will be able to get there is another question, because Nexera and Lion, you know, Jesse, are pretty damn strong.
They have so many good angles to hold on to. You have a crossfire that they can play, like they're trying to do it now. Line, maybe peeking off each other's contact, and this man still has to walk up the stairs. He's not even gonna try. The B side is so hard to retake when you're outside of the building. And that's what Rain shows time and time again now, actually trying to look for the exit as well. He's gonna save his shotgun. Maybe they're still gonna try to walk in. Maybe they're actually gonna be falling down. No, they won't.
I don't know if they're saving the shot. I think he was just hoping for them to push. I think he's gonna pick up the AK now, right? Hello?
No?
Wait, he's not picking up the AK? He's not picking up the AK? Wait, what? Okay, so...
Oh, nice.
But he's buying, look. I don't get this. I'm sorry.
Okay, he's gonna play with his shotgun, maybe close range somewhere. This map has a lot of options for it. It's a great
no. But what I'm trying to say, is the AK is way more at the same time it's more expensive. And look, he just bought. He went from 4K to 2.9K. Wait, let me see if. Oh no, he didn't buy. Oh, he got utility. Okay, so he is sticking with the shotgun, but that's still confusing. Okay, so he's going to stick on the B side. Fair enough. Maybe you can only get it on the breach side. I'm actually completely clueless on that weapon. I just know it's completely broken. But it looks like Rain will be moving towards pool, and they're taking their steps towards that A site now. Sorry for interrupting.
No. I'm honestly right with that. I mean, what happened there? I think he didn't want to push out because now he still has a shotgun. Otherwise, he might not have even had that to work with. And we all know how OP that thing is, right? We all know what things can be done with that beautiful shotgun symbol. Turned away from the flash, still full blind, unlucko.
And Team eXtinct completely locking down the A side as usual. Same kind of steps. This time better with the shotgun. But this is kind of one of those angles where you don't want to give away that you have a shotgun because look at how tight it is. Why would you give that away? And he's now scared. Drops a smoke. A bit interesting. Interesting as why I guess Symbol has a shotgun too. He might get overblown with multiple people pushing. And look at that! Nexera and Wives both get shut down, but Symbol comes through and shuts down McBetter. 21 HP on Symbol. Very low, but the damage has already been done, but the bomb is all the way towards the other side. And now Rain, they've done a madness on this third round, but now they have to continue it with just 30 seconds. That bomb still needs to be planted in line. Oh, he's going to play it slow. Fede is already going to take him down. Sunday was waiting on the B side. Line has to make that move. He's going to make a ton of noise, and Sunday's going to find him, shut him down. And it's going to be 2-1. Well played by Team eXtinct.
Yeah, finally setting footing in this game. Beautifully played, and that bomb really played a good factor there. Early taken out in the round, which is going to give them a whole lot of laser chances to pick it up, and they tried. They desperately did. Rain got it in sight, maybe Line, but then he went up against a brick wall of eXtinct that were already waiting there to hold Rain. They need to play more together. They can play a default, but they cannot leave the bomb so isolated that it can be pushed by the side from eXtinct. That's not why you're playing a default, but what they are doing now is a default A push. They're running fast, but the pistol's out. A Symbol starts things off great. Trades are coming back and forth, leaving it to a 3 versus 3, but still, eXtinct can set up for a beautiful retake.
100. Oh, wow. Symbol. That was 100% damage, I would about to say. E-Boy gets shot down. You can see the shotgun is very strong right at the moment in this game. And Symbol, I mean, he's getting shot quite a bit. Still survives. He's an absolute tank line. Shutting down Fede. And Rain is able to lock down this A site. They still get the bomb plan, but it looks like they won't be going for that. They're going for the frag. And Symbol shuts it down with a beautiful headshot with that shotgun. 1-3. As if it weren't enough already for that damage of the shotgun. He just completely locks it down with that headshot.
I mean, as we don't see this map quite often, right? Maybe the shotgun is the meta. We see Symbol trying to buy it every time. Okay, man. I mean, it's great, but are you going to be able to use it in every situation? I don't think so, but when they keep on pushing A, they have a close-angled sight. When they go to B, you can have close-angle weapons, so maybe it's something they're going to be able to use to their advantage. I really do feel like Rain is at least gonna try, but at some point Team eXtinct should try and find a way, and they're also abusing it themselves, so I don't really didn't really seem to care. But they're on an eco, or at least McBetter is, so I don't know why he's investing so much into it. They're at least full forcing, but it might catch them from behind a little bit.
Yeah, Team eXtinct. I mean, there's another player here, of course, E-Boy. Some other players are also very low, barely able to afford these weapons, which I think they just assumed full buy. We can all get a weapon, and he wants to get a shotgun, so never mind. So they just completely ignored it. Faultless gets 2 sniper kills here, by the way. Pretty decent coming here from Faultless. Symbol getting more frags. E-Boy gets shut down. And you can see, as you mentioned before, this economy is going to be completely disrupted. Look at the amount of damage that we're doing. McBetter gets 1. McBetter could maybe get more. I can barely see what's going on over there, by the way. That smoke is completely... Wait, what? They went for the knife. He just gave up. I guess he was out of ammo or something. But McBetter just had enough, and he was 2 HP. Hope that he might have done enough damage, but he got knifed in the end. At least Rain likes to toy a little bit, even throughout such a big match. 1-4 for Rain.
I mean, I'm maybe as confused as everyone else right now. Mainly also because of the map, but also because of how eXtinct is, first of all, continuously buying up weapons. I know how they find money for that, because at some point you should go for an eco, but even though they force every single time, how close have they really gotten? In my eyes, not that close. A few rounds have been a little bit tough to complete, and now they're not on AUX, no, they're on M4s to work with, which aren't going to be the weapons you can do in the most of damage on. At least they're at least workable as E-Boy, still able to spray them down through the smoke, but you gotta be careful, as at some point you have to go for the eco, and you're still on the coalition side.
Now as Faultless is moving forward, next Sierra, able to find Fede. Doing a bit of damage, but he's playing very safe. Oh, that flash! He could have gone for the shot, though. That's a bit unfortunate, Faultless. I guess at the same time, you want to play safe when you're holding something that's almost worth $5,000. Now, he's still going to get shot down by McBetter. And like you mentioned, these weapons don't do that much damage, but they still spray, and they still hurt, and it might actually be enough. I mean, that first frag on line through the smoke was really the cherry on top for Rain, really hurting them early on.
Yeah, 2 versus 3 situation. Now they've taken the full A site, but do they realize where the bomb is? I think Symbol has got a call from his mate that the B site might just be open for grabs, as Wives will take it on and plant a bomb away. This is a site we all know how great after plant positions can be, how close range position you can play. He's actually waiting for the doorway. The swing comes in. They will expect where he is now. This Team eXtinct is going to have to play together. The shotgun will make a first kill go his way. Wives is now looking for the one-on-ones, but he's getting himself a one-on-one on top of him, as the shotgun from Azuma will once again be the one coming out victorious and pick eXtinct at least a round.
He picks up the sniper. Did you see that?
Ooh, that's great.
And I mean,
Or is
71. No, but I don't know what he's gonna. Is he gonna give it? Oh no, he picked up the SG. For a second, I thought it was a sniper. It looked like one of those sniper skins. So I was like, is that a Euratio? Maybe he picked up the SG that was close to the Euratio. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to rewatch that, but that's just unnecessary. 2-4, like you said, of course. eXtinct finally coming through a bit better. Even though they were playing close with the buy, they still managed to pull through. And now you can see Hazuna 5.1k, and he has weapons. He just picked that one up actually. So that guy's been doing great so far with economy. Now, boy, still low. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm also feeling like the side from Rain is, or the side from eXtinct has been able to fight back quite nicely, because what we saw in the early rounds, like almost every round, is an advantage from the side from Rain, player number wise. This time we had a 3 versus 2, and then Rain, of course, they planted the bomb on B, they played to retake, but eXtinct fought not from the back foot, from the front side. They were the ones in the advantage, and that's really something. It could be starting to string up a little, but the economy for Rain is hard to be broken.
Really hard to be broken. It's the same as Hazuna's economy at the moment, and look at Team eXtinct. 3 players all getting shut down all over the map, and all these trades that we weren't able to watch but still experience seem to have a very big impact. And look at him, he's just picking up that SG. He hasn't done a single thing this round, and his economy is back. 3.5k, has a weapon, buys some armor, and he's chilling. McBetter's just flinging through doing nothing, and he gets away with it. But at the same time, Rain just loses a round. It feels so subtle, but it just happens.
I mean, how many players of eXtinct were alive in that round? How many players did Rain
4, 5, at least like 1 maybe. I think one of them got taken down by Rain.
No one.
No one really. I was like really paying attention to some other things. I was paying attention to how Zuna was jumping around, because it felt so soft. Nothing was really happening.
No, but that's what really was. There weren't a lot of kills coming in, and this is eXtinct because they don't die with a single player. They're taking a lot of extra economy added on top. If they win this round, that could be huge. But we all do also see how the player numbers are, and they aren't that nice. It's only 1 player surviving here for Team eXtinct, and as much as you do against a full buy round, now when you're playing versus a weaker buy for Rain, you're not able to find it. This could have been the chance to fall back or get back into this game. But we can all see that didn't happen.
Exactly, like how Team eXtinct lost a lot of members early on, also not really doing them a favor at all. Rain going all the way towards the A side, not messing around. They don't even want to be aggressive right now. They want to take these rounds. The breach side is really all they want to conquer. And at the moment, with the 3-4 going to 3-5, Hazuna, all he has to do is kind of save and maybe hope for the best. 8.3k, he's stacking up. But what are you stacking up for if the first half is already over? Like, that's kind of what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, it is tough. And you're saving when you were up against an eco. You can see Symbol, he doesn't have any armor. Probably didn't go for that either. He was the one actually saving this round as well for the side from Rain. When eXtinct gets them thrown into their hands this easy, they must be feeling a little bit worried that they aren't able to pick those up, because now their economy is going to get back into an uncomfortable position. Their economy isn't going to be great, and that might pay the price. They might pay the price for the rounds, the impossible rounds they somehow still lost.
Something else that I'm noticing here, Wives hasn't had the greatest ping ever. I don't know if you've noticed this too. Look at him. He's at 1,000 ping. It takes a full second for him to render something in this game. It's crazy. He's not, look at him. He's not having a great time right now, and I hope Rain can sort that out, because that's not something you want, especially not on the decider of the quarterfinals, the second qualifiers here on the Celtic Wizard Star Series Season 4. It's not something you want to see happen. And now Hazuna shutting down Faultless and Lion. Just 2 players remaining for Rain. If it isn't for the 1 player all the way towards Spawn, Wives, will he come back? As E-Boy gets shut down here, Rain tries to look for an opening with just 2 players, by the way. They're not working with Mutt. And Nexera drops in a nade, tries to do enough damage towards the shotgun. Will he be able to do enough, though? He's going to shut down Hazuni, tries to find the shotgun, finds him, Magnetic gets shut down. Nexera is playing so amazing, and it is unfortunate because Symbol, there's not really much to work with. Wives comes back, he's back alive, ladies and gentlemen. That ping has been restored. Will they be able to get this rotation done, though? Sunday versus Symbol. Who will win this one out? Jesse, what do you think will happen here as Sunday waits on the B side?
Yeah, I think he's going to go B. I think the Rain player Symbol is going to try to move into this B side, and that's exactly where Sunday is. He's now having to take them both down. Symbol has a feeling, as Fedder fell down on the A side, that means you can take that A side back. He's made the right call, barely staying alive there in that moment. Still gonna see the flame coming in, but Sunday will still win. He's gonna find it. And now, going into the A side, but Symbol is waiting. This round is so damn ridiculous, but Rain comes out victorious.
Wait, what's going on? Coalition is voting to surrender? Wait, they want to surrender?
Right.
Wait, what? Can I say something? I have never seen someone vote to surrender on a decider or just...
Oh, it's going to play. Okay.
Whoa. I was a bit confused. What? Sorry, I wanted to say something, Jesse, but I have been caught completely off guard by this mysterious idea of wanting to somehow give up the game. Anyways, it looks like Rain will be getting a 3K in the... Right now, Fede, E-Boy, and Sende all getting shut down. Rain collecting 3 kills for themselves. Great start for them. Seems like one of their headphones work. I mean, look at Wives, bro. Why are you guys surrendering? Wives is the one having issues. You guys are at least playing the game. Hazuna able to shut down Symbol. 2 players still remaining. And Team eXtinct, they're really losing these early fights. McBetter somehow stays alive. Is it... Where's the refrag? Where is the refrag, ladies and gentlemen? Faultless. He's knifing through the...
Yep. THOR, ladies and gentlemen. The map where we all don't know, and Wives didn't know either, as he had a lot of ping. Now finally restored again, but Azuma able to take him down in the end. And that is almost tying things up. I mean, eXtinct, the surrender call, I'm still not too sure what happened, but at the same time, they were the ones going for this map as a pick. They were going for this map as a decider because they don't know, and Rain probably don't know too much about it yet, as it's not played that often. It feels like they might have had enough.
No, Rain has been doing better on this map than I... Okay, maybe it's different, the different lineup? I don't know, because I haven't seen this lineup on this map. That's something I will say. Some players have played it, some players haven't. Wives gets shut down. I mean, I'm still kind of thinking about what happened on the previous round, I'm going to be honest. What was Faultless doing? I usually have something to say, but this is like one of those rare moments where I'm genuinely confused about how Rain is playing right now. They had such a great advantage early on, and now they're kind of like, I don't know, falling behind. Team eXtinct throwing a surrender. It feels so weird. We're about to reach the end of the first half, and it's going to be neck to neck. It's going to be a straight level 6-6 most likely, because the way that Rain's playing so far, and with Wives having issues, I don't know if this will end up well.
We have to be careful as well, Arnie. We gotta keep in mind that this is still Rain, the world champions coming into this. And they're now the ones actually almost losing. They lost the port. Okay, that's still possible, but now on this map you gotta show off something. And with all the issues they've had, with all the weird situations they've played, they have to start making something work, because otherwise this is 6-6 and all doors are still wide open.
Oh, Faultless.
From Fed, he's gonna find a second, or at least look for it around the parasols, able to win the fight. and put up a 5 versus 2. This is great. Team eXtinct, a triple man advantage to work with. And where are the players for Rain even? What is happening?
I'm completely baffled by what I'm seeing. It feels like I'm watching a deathmatch game sometimes. It's a bit weird, I'm not gonna lie. There's gotta be some kind of weird thing going on in this match, ladies and gentlemen. One thing that I will say is it kind of started with the knife. I don't know if you remember there in the cafeteria section near B site. The way they randomly just started knifing, or I don't know why. I mean, if it gives money, I mean, knife gives a lot. Okay, then I was like, all right, maybe it makes sense from some perspective. But then they start doing this.
Yeah.
It confuses me a lot. It confuses me a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, I was so confused that I forgot to actually swap around. So let's hop in and switch them around. There we go. Yeah, very fast. Faultless gets the double headshot through the smoke, and then you see them doing stuff like this. Then what is the excuse exactly? Faultless, what are you up to, Mr. IGO? I have no idea what to tell you right now. Symbol gets the third, and Xera comes in with a knife, and Line shuts down the last player. Do you understand? Because, I mean, I've been casting this game for a while, but yet I don't understand myself. This is crazy. Like, the way they were performing for these previous rounds on the bridge side, and now suddenly on this coalition side, Faultless gets 2 headshots with a pistol through the smoke. Jesse, elaborate. I need your help on this one.
Yeah, I'm as confused as you are, to be really honest. But it looks like Rain has finally started to play. That's one thing. I mean, they're not losing the rounds anymore, I guess. Whatever way they're doing it, with the knife, with everything, it seems to be working out. And maybe this is the defensive side they wanted to practice there all along. And they're definitely showing that off right now. They might have gone back to their spirit, their world champions form. Symbol is with that double kill. Same could be said, of course, about Faultless, but he's the one who's already dropped.
No way!
Zulu. The Lamaus in the chat.
I cannot take this game serious anymore. I'm so sorry. Usually okay, let's keep composure. So he was jumping up and down, completely dodging everything like it was the Matrix, and he got shot from his head. And we saw Faultless, of course, had to switch to the pistol, lost out the gunfight, being the only player getting shot down by Team eXtinct. Would it have been better if he just played it slower with keeping his weapon and not giving away any unnecessary money to Team eXtinct? Would have been probably better. Well, let's see. So from a distance, Fede's trying to shut down Symbol, but Symbol comes in. Actually, not from a distance. Wait, what? No, it was on the corner. Shuts down Fede. For a second, I thought it was Faultless, but he had the shotgun pulling out, and he's pretty close. You can see him hugging the wall. Lion gets flashed, though, and Hazuna getting the first frag. Faultless getting shut down by Hazuna. 2 kills so far. Lion comes in with the second one, and that's already pretty good. Rain kind of taking back control of what they've lost so far.
Yeah, it's going to be at least a little bit of a tied-up situation here in this round. Rain stacking their way up towards that B side, at least swarming around. They know it's pretty hard to retake if they do. An A side, a little bit of more straightforward angles, but if you're running out in the open, my better is going to take you down with the Scar and almost open up the B side already. He's pushed behind the bar side. I think there's a disconnection here for Lion coming in.
Yeah, he's gone.
More. Oh no.
Wait, what is Wives doing with the sniper?
He might have picked it up from Faultless, I guess, but this is not the way you want to go about things. A player disconnecting, a ratio being saved, but eXtinct, because of this little flaw, they'll be 1 round away from tying things up.
And that's going to be a tiny line very close towards the bomb. I don't know if you noticed, but like the bomb is in the middle, and they walk around it. If they're too close, they can still get absolutely obliterated by the bomb's damage. But you have to be cautious about Wives. He might be able to get a pick. No, he's going to save this sniper. He does not want to lose it. And E-Boy and Lion both get taken out. And I just predicted, like, seriously, what's going on with these players? They had so much time to just get away. 100 HP full, and he still gets taken down. Wow. One of the most obvious things on this map, and they just throw out the fundamentals.
Yeah, who cares about fundamentals? Am I right?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna play like this, and in all seriousness, what's going on? Then yeah, I mean, you can throw out all the fundamentals and you run in. That's possible. Faultless has the sniper and loses the sniper. Just another day with Faultless on any map. How? Nexera locks down this angle with the scar. Line disconnecting. It's like the usual. It's like we're starting to get used to this repetitive behavior, not just from Rain, but also from a bit from Team Extinct. I mean, obviously they're still trying to really win this, but Rain has been flopping around left and right. Like they don't really care that much. Look, Fede takes 2 shots and he's just ignoring it. And then he just looks to the right, completely confused. Wives gets destroyed. Lion finally reconnecting, but as he reconnects, he gets shut down. And Team Extinct gets almost a full clear on Rain without losing any members.
Yeah, and it all starts on the back of that early peak from Voltas, and we keep on saying it. Team Extinct is great in holding the angles. When Rain is pushing, they die. And they do it every time. They're falling back into their roots of Port. The reason why Port wasn't working, because every single time they tried to push something, Team Extinct was holding there as an attacker. And we've seen in the chat people saying, we always like the pull push to come in. When it works, yeah, sure. But has it really worked out often? I'm not too sure. Rain, they have to start giving a damn, or otherwise they might be losing it all against a team we're still unfamiliar with.
Anyways, as Rain is trying to play on this coalition side.
I'm talking over it a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's really good that you're doing this, because I'm really losing my temper here in certain areas. What?
Huh?
Bomb has been planted.
But why are you running out with your knife? You're watching each other, and Team Extinct, they are like, what is going on?
Like, are they getting
3 rounds?
So they've been trolling for a while now. I mean, I've noticed that they've not been taking this too serious, but
When
what?
are you?
Wait, he's on the XD. Wait, they're saving? No, they're not saving. They're partially bought. Okay.
I feel like
did they get paid?
Went for an eco though, but still, all things considered, you have to stop trolling and running out with your knife in the open. I'm putting up something, you know? I'm just putting up something.
I mean, are they doing this on purpose because they're confident, or did they get like paid to do this? Like they're like Team Extinct's like, oh, we'll give you half 50-50 or something. Like I feel like there's something weird going on over here. Why would Rain do this? And then suddenly play really good. It's like they want to mess around with Team Extinct, acting as if they have a chance. But why would you risk this so much? Now, Rain, as they've been starting to play this game, they suddenly absolutely obliterate Team Extinct. And you can see, they have, maybe they're just too confident. Maybe they're being a little too confident. If they get taken down, though, imagine.
Ooh. Yeah.
Imagine this confidence is going to go, like, that would be such a big... I mean, it would be such a big L, honestly. Like, I don't know how else to say this in a nice way, but that would be horrific for Rain. If they were to just mess around and then lose the qualifiers because of that.
Yeah, but the thing also is, I feel like maybe with Rain being an organization as they are, right? Maybe the organizers of the team or the owners of the team have also, like, messaged them a little bit, like, guys, just wake up, win this game, and also leave us with all the relief and just win it for them, because... we just want to go, and you want to go probably as well. Like, the trolling has been over. Let's continue to start to play. But at the other time, you're still playing against Team Extinct. So far, have played very great. And I don't feel like they're going to let their foot off the gas. So you're not going to get it for ease. You're not going to get this game easy.
Yeah, definitely. And with the accuracy we were seeing so far from Extinct, I mean, Hazuna, look at the way he's using the Scar on this angle. Essentially a sniper with an automatic assault rifle built into it. That thing runs like a box on steroids. And we can see Nexera getting the first frag, but Sunday and E-Boy taking on 2 more players as Nexera and Faultless both go down. Symbol getting 1 more frag, but better get shut down. Sunday comes in taking on Symbol. It's going to be 2 versus 2 as Lion takes down E-Boy. And now that bomb needs to be planted. Sunday, will he go for the bomb plant, or... okay, he's gonna wait, get planted on the table? I didn't know that. Okay, he's planting it on the table, and it seems to be he's going to drop another smoke, and that's about it. They're gonna leave the action to Line with the Rain. Wait, he's taking a full marathon here.
Yeah,
but that bomb is
great.
Yeah, it's not that bad. For a second, I thought he was gonna do something weird again, but it looks like this is completely. They don't hear him. Okay, he's in the.
Okay.
Lion,
I think I might not have expected 2 guys to be there, in all honesty. Not something you do see happen too often, but Azuma, he's the one coming out victorious. He's the one winning it. Team Extend. Up double digits. Oh boy, Rain. Rain. With all the trolling you've done, you're now set back to an eco, and this might be 11-9. You might be falling down in the qualifiers, guys. Come on. What are you doing?
I have no idea. I think they're just way too confident. And the way Line was just running in with the knife, that's not something you see in any clutch. Like, you're very patient. You always lock down that crosshair. You just randomly started running with a knife. No idea why. He had plenty of time. I mean, plenty of time. Time was running short, but he still had time to hold that weapon. Not go insanely fast. But yeah, a bit, again, Rain, get your things together, man. This is looking a bit weird. As Team Extinct, they're not messing around. I have yet to see them really troll hard or like play really weird. We've only seen this from Rain so far, so I hope they get their things together. Because in all seriousness, I want to see some real gameplay. I want to see a real match today, and we've been seeing it so far on certain maps. But now we're on SOAR. Come on, show us your best, because we don't want to just sit back and do nothing and just watch this gameplay. We want to actually see a great performance. And now with 50 seconds, we might see it. Wait, is Faultless going to get knifed? What is he checking? Is like to his left? There was a red dot, or is that coming from the outer shell? I actually have no idea. Let me check again. Oh no, it's to the other side. For a second, I thought about to say Faultless about to get knifed from the other side, but no, he's locking himself down in that position, and he's making sure he's not being exposed too much. You have the Line on the other side. Nexera getting 2 frags. Line coming with the 3rd, and there comes Nexera. And you can see when Rain starts to actually play serious, they can completely obliterate Extinct on this map.
Yeah, they make it work, and with the low buy they might have had, like one guy was on an eco, still everyone was going for a buy besides that, and then even that corner where I think Faultless was playing in,
yeah,
it's a very crucial one. Like it's a very great angle to play for, because you can set yourself up for the A side. You can basically hold A on your own, and that's when Rain started setting up with like 3 or 4 towards that B side, towards the other side of the map, where then Extinct start pushing in, and whenever A has been called, at least Faultless is going to be able to find 2 and call the rotation before it's even possible. Now they're running in pretty fast. Trades are still coming in with Line finding 2, shutting it down, even a 3rd to his name, and it's all left in E-Boy's hands. Now the bomb is dropped, Line shuts it down and puts 11 on the board for Rain. They're 2 away from going to the possibly winning match to qualify for this event.
Definitely. And with the way Rain can actually perform, we've seen this on every single round. They should be able to easily actually out-dominate them. The way they're performing so far, of course, this has been an eco round, eco frags from Line. Team Extinct, the way that they peaked the area there, I don't know if you know the name of the area. It's where they essentially enter near the toilets. It's called Reception. And when they entered that area, they were really spreading around. Again, making that wall, the same thing they did on Elbow and Candles. Really making sure that spraying them down instantly is not going to be an option. It's going to be made hard. The way they contacted Rain was really decent. It was pretty good for an eco, but after that, it just fell apart.
Yeah, that's tough. The Reception side been held on quite nicely, and this time you can see that Extinct, because of Faultless taking that A side quite alone, and Extinct not really realizing that that's the case. They've always tried challenging B because they felt like it was the easier side. Rain has recognized that, played more towards that A side a little bit alone, with Faultless going absolute ludicrous on that A side himself. You can see him, he's again all alone. The rest is B that's been played. Now Symbol falls down, but Faultless, he can go back to his normal angle, or he can switch in. Team Extinct, A side is the best call to make, but they're falling back to the breach spawn now. Okay, they have to still make a decision, and I feel like B will be the play, but the time might be running out.
I'm interested in this, what Faultless is doing. Wow, okay, he got pretty close. So what I was thinking, if he crouches, will Faultless still be able to see him? That's the only thought I had in my mind. I don't know if you had the same thought, but that would have been really bad. But he's luckily got the armor to take it broken down. Nexera shuts down 2 more players, and Wives cleans it off 12-10, and Team Extinct, they're about to go extinct, ladies and gentlemen. 1 more round for Rain. Getting pretty damn close on this one.
I already got paid 12k. Can you say something about that?
I'm kind of ignoring that. I don't know why I would get... Wait, why would I be the actor, though? Ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, but... what?
We're bringing you the action, and these are the actors on the screen.
How am I a paid actor if he starts to run in with a knife through a smoke in a tournament? Ladies and gentlemen, come on. I'm not controlling anything. Anyways, Fede gets a double, gets shut down by Nexera, and Sunday comes through, taking out Nexera too. It's going to be 2 versus 3. Now, Team Extinct looking a lot better. This could maybe be their chance to get that comeback rolling, make Team better on $0. I mean, it doesn't really matter. They have to win every single round. That I just mentioned it. They have to literally win every single round. It doesn't even matter. Economy, throw it out the window. Buy whatever you want. This might be your last round.
It's going to be important. They don't
imagine Imagine Line clutching this. I wouldn't go with it. There's no way Line could do it.
He's gonna run all the way from the breach spawn now.
Yeah, he's running. Why is he running the whole marathon? Wait, what?
Yeah, he doesn't sort of realize it's A. Now he's gonna just stick back here. Tries maybe inside of one of the elevators to save. It's much needed though, but you have to be careful. Because eXtinct, they're gonna get 11. And Rain is still 2 rounds away from losing it all, right? We might go to the deciding 25th round. It's still possible.
And it's getting very close. Yeah, who would have thought that this would happen? It first felt like Rain was really starting to obliterate Team eXtinct, and then they started throwing smoke at nothing. I guess they weren't really fighting anything. They were just messing around, and I don't know, a bit of more of like a childish behavior on this tournament so far. But you know, they can only afford to lose one more round, so let's see them maybe win now. I mean, Line is on 1200. Maybe it's time to start winning.
Yeah, I mean, we've said it quite some time, right, Ardy? And I think everyone in the chat also.
Yeah.
When is Rain gonna start fully playing serious? This round was definitely serious, I believe, but it was eXtinct playing great because Team eXtinct, believe it or not, they're actually a team fighting against them and have actually shut down Port what felt like a game where the side from Rain played to their ultimate best, so it's still possible to lose, but Faultless now might want to end it through the pool side, able to get an entry. That's a 5 versus 4, and it might be Ardy.
E-Boy, he's down to the Deagle. They're all pushing it. They're throwing nades. They really want to get this fight. E-Boy actually able to pick up an SG, so that's good. But Line comes, it shuts down Fede, make better. Able to shut down Faultless. You can kind of see that Rain is taking it serious finally. We might see an end to this madness. Rain, will they be able to lock down Team eXtinct, or will they be able to pull out a different card and maybe get a victory regardless?
It's gonna be important.
They're pushing through. They find Nexira. So that's going to be a lot more interesting now that they've locked down the B side. Oh, there's no way they're going to throw it away now, aren't they? We can see Wives locking down this angle.
Bomb has been planted.
He's waiting for anyone to peek this. He's throwing a lot of pre-fire in here. Looks like they'll be entering the site. As Symbol enters, Sunday gets shut down. McBetter also on the same site. Now this is going to be difficult. They're going to throw in the flash. McBetter's going to spot them, but Wives and Light take down 2 frags. E-Boy, the last player remaining. The scoreboard, it's looking very bad here, E-Boy. He's not going to find them, and that's about it. Team eXtinct is unable to respond. Rain, after so many interesting moments and so many interesting ways of playing this game, they managed to still win it at the end. GG, well played to Rain, and of course also to eXtinct for making it through the full BO3. Still don't understand why Rain was playing around. They could have ended this a lot earlier, but hey. It's almost midnight for us. I think it is time to log things off. Let's start talking about what just happened. Yeah. Jesse, how do you feel, man? This has been a great full BO3. I think one of the first of course tournaments, community tournaments that you've casted officially, that you've done so far. How do you feel? How do you feel the match went? What do you think about Rain? What do you think about eXtinct? And what do you think about the interesting performance from Rain and the tactics they used in this map?
Yeah, I definitely feel like eXtinct is a team for the future in my eyes. I feel like it's definitely going to be a team I'm looking forward to see grind up in the skills, because even though a Rain has been not playing too serious at some points. I mean, when that Canals would have gone better, and this SOAR is a map that you're actually going to implement into your scene, or in case of the next season, won't even be played, so you won't even have to care about it anymore. Your port was still very, very great, and whenever that line person isn't in there for a side of Rain, it's going to be a quite hard one, because line definitely made a great impact twice. Top fragging inside of the game. That's something really helping Rain out towards this victory. But in all honesty, it's been great fun. It's what you expect from a community tournament. I wasn't expecting too much troll like this, or just the heavy troll that we have at some points been seeing.
Same here,
but in all honesty, it was still enjoyable, and that's what matters.
100%. I still enjoyed watching this, and at the same time, I hope that maybe as we move to the semifinals, as we move to the finals, as we move to the closer to the more interesting matches, they start to drop down this act, and we are going to see some exciting gameplay. Thank you, Rain. Thank you, of course, eXtinct, and thank you, Jesse, for hopping on. Hope you guys liked Jesse. Hope you guys liked us casting together. Leave your, of course, your suggestions below. I think this was amazing. I would say this is like literally S tier, together with, of course, Jake. I don't know if you guys know, me and Jake have casted the Asian side of Circuit Season 4. That was amazing, and I feel like this is literally on a similar level, maybe even better than that. There's some potential. I really loved casting with you. Thank you so much, Jesse. Really amazing.
Yeah, no problem. It's been a lot of fun, guys, and everyone in the chat leaving us nice messages. Very nice to see there, and hopefully we're gonna be casting more together, Ardy, because I mean, as people might have heard by my accent in particular, I'm Dutch and he is too, so we know it. We know each other now already quite well because we're just native speakers of our own language, so that makes it a whole lot of easier. But at the same time, thank you guys all for watching, and Ardy, final words?
No. You may do so in this case.
Okay. Thank you guys all for watching, and still enjoy the rest of your night or wherever you are now watching, of course. And we hope to see you guys all back at the next stream here.
Welcome to 70 high-end gaming PC's, meer dan 17 PlayStation 5's, Nintendo Switches en Xbox consoles. Nu geopend op de Koerhuisweg in Scheveningen.